Hola, hablamos ahora de los complementos de objetos directos. We're going to review direct object pronouns. Let's talk about first what is a direct object. Well, first let's answer what's a subject. A subject is the doer of the action. The subject usually, but not always, comes first in a sentence, especially in English. My son eats onions. So if you can find the action, eats, then you ask yourself, who eats? My son. My son is the subject. The direct object we don't always have in a sentence, but in this case we do. The direct object directly receives the action of the verb, which answers the question, verb what? So in the sentence, my son eats onions, eats what? Onions. Onions is the direct object. En español, same thing, but in Spanish, el sujeto es el agente de la acción. Por ejemplo, mi hijo come cebollas. Come es el verbo, es la acción. ¿Quién come? Mi hijo. Mi hijo es el sujeto. El objeto recibe la acción directamente. Responde a la pregunta, ¿verbo qué? ¿O qué verbo? Mi hijo come cebollas. ¿Qué come? Cebollas. Cebollas es el objeto directo. Ok. ¿Qué es un complemento de un objeto directo? Pronouns exist purely for convenience. En este caso, a pronoun is just a smaller word that replaces a noun. We have subject pronouns. In English, I, you, he. Subject is a doer of the verb. So a subject pronoun is standing in for that role in the sentence. An object pronoun, a direct object pronoun, stands in for that same role as a direct object. It's just a smaller word, receives the action of the verb. In Spanish, these are lo, la, los, and las. Lo and la being English it, los and las being English them. In English, if you replace the direct object with a direct object pronoun, the sentence is still in the same order. My son eats onions, my son eats them. If this were singular, my son eats an onion, my son eats it. So in English, we choose the direct object based on whether what it replaces was singular or plural. In Spanish, if we replace the direct object with a direct object pronoun, the pronoun moves to be before the verb. So my son eats onions, mi hijo come cebollas is the same order as English. But my son eats them is a different order than English. It would sound like my son them eats. So it's the same information, just in a slightly different order. Mi hijo las come. In Spanish, just like English, you have to match the pronoun you use in number, but you also have to match it in gender. That's why we have 4 instead of 2. Te toca a ti. Por ejemplo, what are you going to order or what are you ordering? ¿Qué pides? I'm ordering the fruit. Yo pido la fruta. If I change this to ¿qué pides? What are you ordering? I'm ordering it. La fruta is singular and feminine, so my word for it is going to be the word la, and I have to put it before the verb instead of after. So that sentence in Spanish is yo la pido. Let's try it with a different pronoun. ¿Qué pides? What are you ordering? I'm ordering the vegetables. Yo pido las verduras. Identify the direct object and decide what direct object pronoun will replace it in Spanish and where will it go. What's my next sentence going to be? ¿Qué pides? Yo las pido. I'm ordering them. How about with a different verb? ¿Qué quieren? What do you want? We want the dessert. Queremos el postre. Where's my direct object? And what pronoun will replace it when I change this sentence to we want it? ¿Qué quieren? We want it. Lo queremos. Ahora, te toca a ti. Write in or connect the right object pronoun in the space for each